Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm King POSH and today we're looking at my A800 King Racer. This is the 2022 Lynk & Company O2 hatchback. Here is my share code. This is going to be a longer video for sure because I'm going to be covering a couple things. I made two cars and I'm excited to show you them. So this is actually going to be faster than the one I'm going to show you guys here in a second. This one right here. Now this one has a top speed of 269.5 miles per hour, but this is actually faster than this. It's crazy. I took it down the highway and I'll show you guys that this one right here, it goes 270 miles an hour downhill. This one goes 271 miles per hour down the hill. When you're on the highway and you're going over the crest and going down the hill and making a slight left or right, whatever, it's slight right. It's a slight right, and you can achieve some high scores with this thing. And I would say that this car would be great for if you're out and about doing races with the computer. I probably wouldn't use this car for multiplayer. Of course, you got other people with all-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive and better tires, etc., etc. They're gonna pretty much destroy you. But if you're gonna go do some street races or road races, etc., etc., you should be fine with this car. Just to let you know. Okay, so let's get into the build and the tune, since that's what this video is all about. Alright, so let's get into it. And this thing is powerful. If you didn't notice, alright, this thing's got 1,356 horsepower. I think it's the most powerful front-wheel drive in the game. And it's an absolute blast. But either way, let's get into this. Got the Racing 7.2 liter engine in there, V8, stock drivetrain, front-wheel drive, of course. It's got a twin turbo in there as well. Alright, nothing in the front. Alright, nothing in the rear. And if you looked at the spoiler on this thing, it's freaking huge. It is. It's huge. So yeah, we're not going to run that. Alright, and this is a wild tune, so buckle up because it's interesting. Either way, it's got a stock tire compound, so this thing spins some tires. Alright, it's got max width in the front, max width in the rear. Alright, we've got the Wed Sport TC105Ns. They're carbon fiber. They're the lightest rims in the game, and they're in sport rim style. Alright, we got 19s in the front and 19s in the rear, completely stock. Alright, track width is just stock in the front and stock in the rear. Alright, and if I tried to bring the track width out, as you can tell, it took me up to an S1. I wanted to make it A-class build, so everything is set to where they need to be. Alright, now this, I could do that, but since this is front-wheel drive, I figured I'd just leave it as is. Just to let you guys know what I'm doing and thinking. Alright, it's got a stock clutch. Anything higher will take me up to an S1 class. Alright, it's got a 4-speed transmission. It has drift transmission, and it has, I think, drift suspension, but it's not a drift car. All right, it won't. You might skid a little bit, but it won't drift. All right. Either way, race driveline and a race differential. All right, and I'll show you why I went with the drift. Anyways, it's got race brakes on there. Right, like I said, it's got drift springs and dampeners on here. Look at the handling line. All right, now there's rally, brings it down to 4.2. All right, racing 0.4 less than drift springs and dampeners. All right, there's 4.2, there's 4.1. As you can tell, this one has the best handling out of them all. So that's what I went with. All right. Stock anti-roll bars in the front. Alright, I decided not to put them on there. I didn't need them. Alright, and race anti-roll bars. So I've been tuning the rears more on these front-wheel drives than the fronts, so I decided just not to have it on there. Alright, we got a stock chassis, no roll cage basically. It's got a race weight reduction, we're saving 648 pounds. Right? And of course, everything here, I think to the flywheel, we'll see, but everything here is race. Okay, and the flywheel, it's got a race flywheel. Okay, I did this tune yesterday, so a lot of things I just don't remember. Oh, the flame shifts aren't there. That's sad. Doesn't matter. Moving on. Let's look at the tune, show you guys what I've done to this thing. So we got 30 PSI in the front and 15 PSI in the rear. Right. Like I said, it's got a 4-speed transmission, and as you can tell, first gear is very long. With all this power, there was a lot of tire spin, and I had to really work with it. Alright, here is the alignment. It's completely wild, but it works. This is what I could figure out to give me the top speed of 259.3 miles per hour. Anti-roll bars, max out the rear. I don't worry about the fronts anymore. If I do have them on there, I take it all the way down to soft. Alright. Springs are 700, 600. I did bring up the ride height on the front. It made it faster. I don't know why. It makes the car faster by creating more drag underneath the car or lifting it up. I don't know. Either way, it's weird. I told you this is a weird tune, but it works. Okay? I'm telling you. Dampening is 10, 9, 6, and 3. Okay? No downforce to worry about. Brakes, I decided to give you 175% more pressure so you can stop harder with this thing since it has so much power and you're going to be going really fast with this thing. Differential is 21 in 100. I use this for my rear-wheel drives and I'm using it for my front-wheel drives. It's a wonderful differential setup. And that's the tune for that. I will be showing the tune for the other car, but first we're going to take this thing out and have some fun with it. Like I said, this is going to be a longer video. I don't know how long, 25 minutes maybe? I'm not sure. But it's a fun car. It's got lots of power. Alright. So here we'll just take it here. Alright, straighten up here. Alright, there. Alright, we're straight. A little bit, there we go. Okay, let's floor this thing. It's got that long gear, that long first gear. Alright, now it's going to slow down on its, spinning of the tires all the way back there. Alright, and it's already up to speed. Alright, and when you're using this thing, you're pretty much going to be letting off the throttle and then turning. Alright, there's a car. Oh! Absolutely fun. Spin those tires. Alright. There's usually always a car right there. Every time I come down there with this car, when I was tuning it, I always saw a car, and it was always in my turning way, and I always hit it. But if there is no car there, luckily, if there is no car there, you'll be alright. You won't crash the car like I did. Alright? This thing's fast. Alright? You can get some serious air right there with this thing. It's an absolute beast. And yes, I have taken it on these tracks. I mean, I've been tuning every car since, the Figaro with this track. So I did take this on there, and I think I did 7 seconds quicker than the Figaro with all this extra power, with this 1356 horsepower engine, front-wheel drive on stock tires. But it's an absolute blast. I really have fun with this car. Sure. Alright. Oh, I'm right behind somebody. Great. Alright, I gotta go around you. Get around them. Whew! Super fast. Yeah, this is great for basically going against AI drivers, computer drivers, whatever you want to call them. I did take it on a multiplayer with a whole lot of people, and they all were basically in all-wheel drive, I could tell, and they just, like, took off. And I was like, just cruising behind, you know. And I was like, yep, this is definitely for AI computer drivers, not real people. I mean, you could take it out there if you wanted to, and, you know, it's kind of, it's fun, you know. I mean, it's got some speed. You know, for an A class, you know, if you get a good race with a long straightaway, you're going to smoke some people. I'm going to say that. You are going to smoke some people with this car. Once it starts gaining that traction, oh, it's all over for them, you know. It's wild. Woo, get close. Like I said, if you're... I mean, I'm doing what I'm telling you not to do, you know. Flooring it through the turns, but yeah, you should just let off the throttle, all right, or goose the throttle a little bit, you know, pump it, and you know, take the turns. All right, because it's going to want to strain itself out with all that power. All right, you can at least see what kind of power I am pushing around these. And at 550 seems to be about the average power until the boost kicks in. Once the boost kicks in, then, you know, hold on to your seat. This thing is going to scoot, all right? But, yeah, it's great. It seems to linger around 400 or 500 horsepower, and then once it hits 600, and then it just starts... You know, the takeoff and power right there. Let's not miss that checkpoint right there. There's that 1,000 horsepower popping in there. You know, and another thing, like if you want to, you know, get that boost to kick up again really quick, you can hit your e-brake a little bit and then floor it. And that also, you know, stimulates the front tires to spin and gives you that glorious power at the end. Woo, can't even get it straight. Let's get out there. Oh, it's a lot of power. What did we get on this one? All right, 241. All right, I'm 1 second slower than the last time I did this. So, not bad, not bad. Yeah, so, beast. It's an absolute beast. Now, let's take this down the highway, and then we'll get into the other one. So, don't need that. I need this. Okay. This thing's fast, I'm telling you. The other one is super heavy, but it says it's faster, and it really isn't. And it has exactly the same tune, actually, on it. It's completely different. Now here it's lingering. Look at that. There's 422. 3. Wait until that boost kicks in. There's the boost. Look at that. There's the boost. Taking the second gear. There is a lot of cars always on this road. I'm usually backing up just to get the good high speed runs out of this thing. But that is what it is. Can't help the traffic. Okay, here's that turn. Here's one of the turns. Alright. Alright, we're still not at the hill, but we're definitely getting fast. There's the 265. 267. Yeah, it's definitely fast. It's definitely faster than what it says. Here's the hill I talk about. Oh, it's to the left. There's 271 is its top speed. Okay? Now, we talked about that, right? Right. So we're going to go back up, and I'm going to bring in my other tune. All right? We're going to just show you guys what it's all about. So this is clearly the fastest car that I have. You don't know that yet, but we're going to get there. All right? This one says it's quicker. I don't think it is. All right, so here we are. This is the King Racer. Now we're going to do the test front-wheel drive racer. All right? Once this video is done, I'm getting rid of this thing. All right? Oh. And it's heavy. Did you see that? Did you see how heavy the difference was on those things? You know, this one weighs 2,864 pounds, and this one weighs 3,767, and yet it's faster, maybe. All right. Well, let's floor it and find out. Sure doesn't seem like it's got a. I'm floored. I am floored right now. All right. Here's the power right there. All right. Waiting for it to kick in. All right. Taking a whole lot longer before the boost kicks in. It's really struggling to get that boost. I mean, it is a slow rider. All right. Very slow. I know I can go through those cars, but it is what it is. There's 250, second gear, third, turn, right, take it back down the second. It is heavy. We're doing okay though. Third, I feels like that's really the best gear for this one by far. I found out there's 260, 262. Here we go. Let's get that speed in there. 270. As you can tell, it's struggling. It's not hitting the 271 that the other one did. And yet they say that this one is faster than that one. It's not true. It's not true at all. The one that I have shared for you guys, the one with the share code, is the one you're going to want. It's fast, it's quick, it's fun. This thing is just sluggish. And I mean, I did pretty much made it as... I have stock brakes on this one. Made it as heavy as possible. See, not even the race rate, reduction. As you can tell, the speed changes on this, and it also changes on the tune. You're like, oh, King, well, why don't you just, tune the gearing a little bit better? All right, so here's how the tire pressure is on this one versus the other one. The other one's 30 pounds. This one's 49. I was trying to get those tires to spin. Well, okay, well, let's drop this down. What's the top speed? Okay, if I want to try to get this thing a little quicker. All right, see, it went down to 0.4. All right, and if I go down here, yeah, 0.4. It's not quicker. All right, 0.2. So it's getting slower and slower as I'm trying to tune this thing. It's weird. All right, you think that, oh, it's got a higher top speed, it's going to go fast. It's not. It's not a fast car. Completely different in alignment, too, that I worked with just to give you the top speed on this thing. Like I said, I usually don't have the front, and if I do, I take it all the way down to the bottom. All right, 800, same thing as before. This one I actually did the front to 20 in 9, 6, and 3. So I really worked on this thing to see if I could get it to be quick and then as fast as possible, and it ended up not being great. So just to let you guys know, just because it says it has a higher top speed, sometimes you just got to try it for yourself, do a side-to-side comparison, and find out what is actually true here. This is the one you're going to want. This thing is awesome. All right. See, it has grip, race, circuit, fast. Also, another thing, like if you're not using the share codes or whatever, you can just go put circuit, best for handling. This is also for the Figaro as well. This is what I've been using is the keywords here for that. And when you press search, it's great because I'm the only one that was mad enough to have all this power in the on a front wheel drive. Nobody else throughout here for circuit best for handling was crazy enough to do it. So I like to stand out. I like to stand out in the crowd. So King Racer all the way. That's the one you want for sure. All right. Lighter, better. Heavier, no. Don't go heavier. Even though it says faster, it's not faster. All right. Lightness equals speed. Pretty much is what it is. All right. And that's the tune. That's the build. You got to see everything. I showed you the other one. I just basically made it as heavy as possible. I gave it heavier rims. I did everything around it just to squeeze out as much speed out of it, but it never hit it. This one goes 271 miles per hour, and I just think it's funny because when you look at it, it says 259.3 miles per hour is its top speed, but that's technically not true. 271 miles per hour is its top speed. It's wild. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely hit that like button. What are we on minutes-wise? Oh, 21 minutes. I said 25 minutes? 21 minutes. Not too bad. But yeah, it's an absolute blast of a car. And I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I enjoyed tuning it for you. But hey, until next time, stay speedy, my friends.